Hello class, welcome to Writing for Academic and Professional Success, Unit 2, video number 2. In the previous class, we have been dealing with academic genres. We discussed what is academic writing and what are the genres of academic writing in detail. We are continuing with the same topic. We already discussed proposals, research paper, essays, and case study. Today, we are going to deal with the fifth academic genre, namely review of literature. What is review of literature? It is one of the important academic writing because it is an essential component in every research paper or dissertation. All research paper requires at least one or two lines of review of literature in it. That gives authenticity or distinctiveness to the particular study. It is essential to read and understand previous works on the area of study and topic in order to establish the research gap existing in the subject. This is what the purpose of review of literature is. Because when we undertake a study in a particular discipline, there is already an academic there are contributions made by great scholars in the field. When we do some particular studies, we need to find the gap or the value of our study. We have to establish it. In order to find the gap in the discipline, whatever be the discipline, whether it be physics, maths, chemistry, whatever, we have to find what is there in the particular area. For example, when we take the case of chemistry, we had to concentrate on particular area. For example, organic chemistry. In organic chemistry, if you are going to do particular research in the field of organic chemistry, you have to see what are the topics discussed so far in the field of organic chemistry, what are the major theses written in the field of organic chemistry, who are the main contributors or scientists in the field of organic chemistry, such details in depth, and you have to include it in the research paper or dissertation in the particular amount. It depends upon the nature of topic, and there is a definition kind of thing. It is a summary of relevant previous writings on the topic under discussion. It is a survey of books, journals, and all other writings on the topic. So when we start a research, we have to find what is the current situation of the topic or the area under discussion. Then only our research is validated or approved by the society or whoever the beneficiary. Okay, this is review of literature. So that is an important component in all research paper, dissertation, or thesis. And now let's move to the next one, sixth item, dissertation or thesis. Dissertation is roughly defined as all final year projects we undertake as part of our graduate programs or undergraduate, postgraduate program. A dissertation research project completed as part of undergraduate program. Typically, a dissertation allows students to present their findings in response to a question or proposition. It's a final year project of master's degree, and thesis is submitted for a doctoral degree, whereas it is the other way around in the US. See, what is the difference between dissertation and thesis? The answer is both the terms are used interchangeably in India, but in US it's different. In US, generally, dissertation is a final year project of courses, and thesis is submitted after a research degree, like a PhD or PDF sometimes. But in UK, it's the other way around, and generally, in the case of academics and English, we follow British manual. So even though we use interchangeably, to be specific, it is in this manner. The structure of thesis or dissertation varies in different academic disciplines. It means that in humanities, it's done in a particular mode, and in science discipline it's done, social sciences it's done in different mode. For example, it will be containing survey of literature, area of specialization, methodology, much graph and other pictures. But in the case of humanities, there is no need of graph or pictures most often, so it's having different structure, like introduction, chapter 1, chapter 2, likewise. There is no research methodology can be seen in humanities theses. It depends. There are some topics that require research methodology. That's okay, different case. Now let's see what are the approaches to academic writing. What is an approach to academic writing? You see, all the academic journals we discussed so far will not be having the same tone or same approach to the reader. Some writings will be having one mode of uh, uh, language, and they will be having different mode. And this is what we mean by the term approaches to academic writing. The way of writing is not similar in all kinds of writings. Approach to academic writing depends on the nature of assignment, discipline, and audience purpose. See the following elements like discipline, audience, and purpose. What for we are writing, and who are the readers. All these things are matter in the case of approaches to academic writing. Let's see it in detail. The first one is expository. What is expository approach to academic writing? It is used to explain, describe a subject, focuses on facts and figures rather than opinion and arguments, and logical ordering of subject matter, commonly used in textbook or scientific writing. See, what is expository? Expository means the straightaway description of matters without much personal opinion or arguments. Just it describes matter, what is what, and it follows the same method. And you can see it in textbook and other books referred for your academic purpose, because there won't be any much discussions about other matters, right? That's what expository. And there are a few others too. Let's see what are they. Second one is descriptive. Descriptive is the use of visual words and description to enable visualizing figurative or poetic use of language. It means that it will appeal to our senses, it will appeal to our mind, it will appeal to our imagination, unlike objective writing. There will be narration of each and every elements. But this is not the way of a textbook. Textbook will be dealing with the straightaway matter, but this is uh, what we call describes everything in detail from A to Z. That's what a descriptive approach. And third one is persuasive. What is persuasive? Persuasive in the sense here the writer will try to convince the reader to accept the writer's point of view. Sometimes you can see career writings and all. They will be telling this career is good or that is bad, and they will try to convince you some particular point of view, and you will be convinced if the writer is good after the by the end of reading. And there will be a persuasion. All the motivational kind of things are coming under this persuasive method of writing, approach of writing. And now let's see the fourth one, analytical. Analytical in the sense it contains or it includes all the elements we discussed so far: exposition, persuasion, and description. It's a mixed kind of thing. And fifth one is again different one. It's critical. It's important. What is critical? Critical in the sense we usually read a review of some books or critical analysis of some movies and all, and in which the writer will be trying to evaluate the merits or demerits of an existing work, and he will provide alternatives or he will provide why and why not, and with evidences. That's what critical. We can't simply say something is not good or something is not proper. Then writer will have to provide evidences, and that's what critical mode of approach to writing. And finally, narrative. Narrative means it presents a story or personal experience through narration. Narration means it will take us to different situation, and in each and every stage we will be asking what's going next, what will be next. That will make a curiosity in the reader. That's a speciality of sixth one, narrative. So let's summarize. The first one, expository. It explains perfectly, no much details, but as a textbook it says what is what. And second one is descriptive, third one is persuasive, fourth one analytical, fifth one critical, sixth one narrative. I hope it's clear. It's not that easy, just write it down and learn it by heart it. Now, rhetorical modes in writing. Rhetorical modes, what is rhetorical modes? It is also known as modes of discourse. Modes of discourse. It is somewhat, it is what we call, it's converged in the above aforementioned approaches. The approaches takes one of these methods, rhetorical modes, and purposes the major kinds of language-based communication. Let's see what are the rhetorical modes in writing. Narration. Narration, as I told you, it narrates events by step, right? It will give clues in every lines, and it will be asking, or rather it will be arousing a curiosity in the reader. So it's a step-by-step recounting of events. Description, illustration, division or classification, process analysis, comparison and contrast. Or you can see what are the differences very easily, because process analysis means again description of each and every stages, and comparison and contrast in the sense we will say the product is good, at the same time the product is having the fault, and at the same time that company or rather the other company will be better. Likewise, the language will be of a comparison thing. And cause and effect, definition, argumentation means, again as we discussed, it will give you argument or rather the two opinions on different topics. So just keep it in mind those terms. That's all. That's not actually important in the case of undergraduate students, in the case of writing of an undergraduate students, but you have to understand how modes of discourse matters in academic writing. Now let's do an activity. Prepare an outline for 5 paragraph essay on a topic of your choice. You can write on any topic, whether it be your personal thing, whatever, but you have to draft an outline how to do the paragraph perfectly. And we discussed how to be a perfect paragraph in the previous video. For that previous video, second, draft a sample review of literature for a topic of your choice. For example, just to take a rough topic for your project or for your consideration, you can make study on your discipline or any other discipline, any public matter, and draft a sample review of literature of 1 page. Okay, I hope it's clear. Thank you all.